Welcome, bienvenido. Today is vlog 34. I am Roxana. This is Metamorphosis Rocks, and today we're going to talk about fidget spinners. This is my fidget spinner. I got it for Mother's Day. See? Now, the reason why I'm talking about fidget spinners today while playing with my fidget spinner is because I just saw a recent story, and by recent I mean within the last 24 hours, about this mom whose post on Facebook went viral because her daughter choked on one of these things. I think they're called bushings or bushings. I don't know how to say it because I don't know what the word for it is in English or in Spanish. And what happened was that she was talking about how not all of them are made equal in terms of notifying parents, blah blah blah. So I decided to see if I still had the box for my fidget spinner, because usually I throw these things out fairly quickly. And sure enough, I have my fidget spinner box. And interestingly enough, I don't know if you can read it. I don't know that you might be able to read it. Let's see. Yeah, it says right there, choking hazard. And the last word is 3 years, as in 3-year-olds. It says small parts, not for children under 3 years. Now, the child in question was 10. And that brought a whole debate on the page I was on about whether this child was smart enough to know better. From what I read, I've read two versions of the story. The first version that I read said that the child was 10. The second version that I read said that she wanted to warn parents of children 8 years or under, which makes you wonder if the kid is actually 8. But the bottom line is this. There was a lot of debate and discussion on the page about how judgmental are people when they don't have children, or why are you blaming the kid, blah blah blah. I'm going to tell you a little story. As you all have heard previously on other videos, my dad was a clean freak. And by clean freak, I mean you didn't put stuff in your mouth that didn't belong in your mouth, unless it was food. And the food better be cleaned. Because, oh my God, he would clean. I remember one time I saw him with a little brush and soap brushing the orange before peeling it so he could eat it. I have no idea how many chemicals that man put in his body like that. But anyway, he used to be a big clean freak. He used to, and ironically, he didn't die of anything that had to do with germs. But, yeah, he was like that. And so I learned very early on in my life never to put anything in my mouth that was not supposed to be there. Now, more than one occasion, I have put my keys in my mouth, and oh my God, I would hear it for hours. You don't know where those keys have been. How dare you? Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. They were inconvenient. I put them in my mouth. I don't care. So I used to put pencils in my mouth. You know how you used to, I don't know if you did, because of course kids don't have these pencils anymore, but I used to chew on these suckers because I like to see my indentations on and make little designs on it. Stupid, I know, but I was a kid. I was 6. But the bottom line is this. She wanted to warn other parents about the fact that some of these come constructed in a way where you can easily take these things out. Now, I tried to take these things out myself, and I couldn't. When I read what the daughter was trying to do, which is she was trying to clean it, and that's why I brought up the whole thing about cleaning. I'm not about to put this thing in my mouth to see if it maybe the saliva makes it easier to slip out. But I tried to take them off. It doesn't. It's not that easy. So is it a different company and the product is not as stable? Whatever the case may be. I don't know. But I can tell you this. Whether she's 8 or 10, she should be old enough to understand that you're not supposed to put stuff in your mouth like that. Especially in a car. because the car moves, and you might be normally, I don't even like eating in the car anymore, because you start thinking, you know, what if a little piece goes too far down your throat before you actually get to chew it, and next thing you know, you're choking on it because of the bumps on the road. So I don't understand the concept. I understand her warning other parents, because they don't have to be in a car and they don't have to have a 10-year-old. But like I said, this one comes with a warning. I believe she said that some of them don't come with a warning. That is troublesome. If people are not putting warnings on their toys, that is a problem, because the whole point is to avoid a problem later. Now, I also read how some people were blaming the mother for letting her play with a fidget spinner to begin with. Why can't they just talk? Why can't they do this? Look, people are going to do what they're going to do. I'm not going to sit here and judge the mom because her daughter has a fidget spinner. I personally have this because I get stressed out really easily, and there's nothing more enjoyable for me than to play with it and to see it spinning. Usually I don't use this hand, I use the other one, but I just start playing like this. And I can and I try not to do it during the day, because I'll spend hours just staring at the thing. It does calm me down somewhat. But what I will tell you about this is, we need to stop judging people for what they do or they don't do, okay? And I'm not saying if the mother would have done something that would have actually put the child in danger, I could understand people saying, oh my God, why? But she gave her a toy. I mean, I honestly didn't even think about the choking hazard until it happened to her. So, and of course, logical is that you're going to be sitting in your car doing this, not putting it in your mouth because you're going to clean it. So I don't think she did anything wrong. As far as kids have to have a toy of some sort of, please, don't even. Because when I was a kid, my parents gave me dolls to play with while we were in long drives. Or we all have things that we do when we're driving. It has nothing to do with how much money you have. These things cost $3 or $4. So this one didn't cost $3. When I found out that you could get them for $3 or $4, I was like, oh my God, because I know how much the person that gave me this spent for on Mother's Day. It wasn't $20 either. It's just that it was like $10, and I feel kind of guilty that I asked her for one, and then I found out that they were for $3 or $4. But it might be that the $3 or $4 ones break easily, and this one's not going to. This one's very sturdy. So, yeah. Today's topic was fidget spinners, because fidget spinners are the latest craze. They're meant for a purpose. For people that have anxiety, stress, that's ADHD, that sort of thing. And like it usually happens, when one kid has something, all the other kids want it, and next thing you know, it has become a fad. I can't wait till it goes back to being a thing just for people with stress and anxiety and all that stuff, and the newness wears off. I think they're adorable. I just don't understand why all the hoopla. I do appreciate that this lady posted this, because if it is a choking hazard, and it happened to her, so obviously it is, the companies need to put warning labels on all of them like mine did, and B, parents have to be a little bit more careful with their kids when they give them stuff, and make sure that they go through all the rules, because we all know kids are going to do whatever they want to do. But at least you cover yourself by making sure that your kid knows what you expect them to do with the toy. And that's my message for today. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.